My name is Ron Blauk, and this is Not Complicated. In December of 2003, I was in the 13th year of a sexless marriage to a woman I loved. A few years before, we had read Margot Anand's book, The Art of Sexual Ecstasy, together in an attempt to make it work, but her programming was fixed, and nothing could penetrate. I was perfectly faithful and insanely sexually frustrated. I thought the problem was me because I was natured that way, to assume I was responsible. I tried everything, but nothing worked. It wasn't me, but I didn't know that yet. I recalled the discussion of male ejaculatory withholding in the Sexual Ecstasy book. I wasn't getting any sex, and I decided to be entirely celibate for all of 2004. No touching, no anything. It was my New Year's resolution. I'd successfully used a New Year's resolution 2 years before to lose 100 pounds, so I went into the year optimistic and curious. I lasted 2 weeks. I was unable to not express sexually, even if it was with myself. But even as I broke down and old habits reasserted themselves, I did somehow have the discipline to not allow myself to ejaculate. I was committed to my year of experimentation. I couldn't go sex-free, even if it was just me, but I was curious enough and disciplined enough to not permit myself to finish, because tantric sexual theory said it took things to the next level. This story is not about sex. It's about what happens when you restrain the central male urge. It's not believable. It's transformative. It completely altered my life, and few regular men are willing to publicly tell the story of the experience, so I'm stepping up and properly putting it third in the sequence of early This Is Not Complicated video tales, because like my mind stopping in meditation and my Kundalini rising, it's foundational to who I am now at age 63. I ejaculate about once a year while maintaining a regular sex practice, either solo or partnered. It has changed everything about me in a good way. After a month of solo non-ejaculatory sex in 2004, my libido began to rise, not lower. Something started to happen to the energy in my body that I could feel but didn't yet understand. My sleep started to become disrupted. I'd wake up shaking, laying next to my uninterested wife in the middle of the night in excruciating need. It wasn't fun. I kept going. Month after month, the energy and the disruption increased, but my sessions were becoming more pleasurable, not less. The energy was rising and the pleasure was rising, but so was the discomfort in my body, as it all had nowhere to go. Then, suddenly the tension broke, the pleasure remained. I knew something was different, but I didn't know what because my wife wouldn't bed me. I made it until January of 2005 without failing, and when I gave an ejaculation a try, I was in shock. It felt like nothing. The pleasure circuits had shifted elsewhere. 2 years later, I was divorced and partnering with other women, and I learned that my entire body was now sensitized. I'm not a woman, but my experience of sex sounds like the way women describe it, and that matches what I see when I'm with one. The pleasure levels are 10,000 times higher than the best ejaculation. It's not believable until you experience it. The energy's available at will, and I can think it on. Touch is next level, but no touch is required to access low levels of that now permanent channel. That retained energy is available for living and interacting, and seems to work closely with my awakened Kundalini to create stupendous experiences of great pleasure and pain, while still permitting me to function like a normal human being most of the time, just amplified. It's one of the oddest things that's ever happened to me. It's foundational to my lived daily experience of life, and it informs everything I think and do. And here's the wild bit. In the late 1800s, a woman named Alice Bunker Stockham went to India. She observed the yogic sadhus practicing semen retention while telling women to orgasm as much as they wanted. She concluded it was typical male misogynist bullshit, and that if the technique worked for men, it would work for women as well. She stopped orgasming while maintaining a very active sex life, and within a year told a story of transformation much like the one I described above. It blows my mind that she figured this out in the early 1900s in America. She was a true original thinker. Sexual energy becomes something else when it's perfectly restrained. Something that can't be imagined. It's the best thing ever. I've never found a woman willing to try, but I've always been curious as to what it would be like to partner with one who was playing at the same level I've been playing at for 2 decades. As for now, know the transformational possibilities of the sublimation of climax are available to both sexes. And now you know at least one person who has done the work to attain it.